Well, it is getting closer to Christmas time, and as per my weird, strange tradition, which has no meaning whatsoever, I need a white Suburban. I have white Suburbans. We have a weird tradition for our Christmas get-together that right before Christmas, or sometime before Christmas, I get a white Suburban. Doesn't always have to be white. It can be a different color, but usually a white Suburban, because the original one was white Suburban. And you know, there's that song, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, so I'm dreaming of a white Suburban Christmas. But like I said, other years Suburbans haven't been white. This was last year's Christmas Suburban. Usually a Suburban has to follow these requirements. It has to be, well, it has to be a cheap Suburban that's a good deal. The other requirements are you cannot use the same Suburban 2 years in a row. You can't have repeats. So since this was last year's, I cannot reuse this. I have two other Suburbans up here that are white Suburbans that were previous year Suburbans, which aren't running anyways right now, but I can't consider them this year's Suburban. I have to buy another Suburban this year. So I haven't found one. I mean, I found several. People tagged me in a few good deals. I just didn't have the cash at the time, or now I can't even find it. Like, there's lots of Suburbans to buy, but they're way too much money. In fact, I think this one was even quite a bit more than I normally would spend on a Suburban for Christmas. So do I need more Suburbans? No. Do I have Suburbans? Yes. Do I have a new Suburban that's a good deal in 2025 for this year's Christmas get-together? I do not. So let's start searching and hunting. First off, I gotta unload this, well, I'm just gonna unhook the trailer. I gotta get into the big city, take care of some stuff in a rental house. I'm gonna go in with a different trailer, probably that one, just in case there's a Suburban that I find while I'm in the city. No guarantees, but if I don't bring the trailer, there definitely will be something I need to pick up. So I've unloaded this car from a property house cleanup. It was wrecked. It does run and drive, barely. Get this off the trailer, unhook this from this truck, unhook this trailer. I'm not even gonna unload the lumber in this truck yet. Just gonna unhook it, hook to this one, get out of here. Alright, car's unloaded, trailer switched. Let's go. Darn electronics. Well, there's absolutely no Suburbans that are within the price range that meets the requirements that run and drive and are four-wheel drive. No deals came up close enough. So I gotta pick up some concrete mix and a few more boards we need. Well, one of the Suburbans thought I was gonna miss out on. Turns out other people flaked and didn't come through, or they're trying to talk them down more. So I got an opportunity today, which helped out because in the last week I've been able to get rid of a few more things, come up with the extra cash to actually pay full price for this thing. So we're gonna go check it out while we're dropping off the same trip, dropping off a Dodge and a lift kit and a fender and a couple other things. It's not a train itself, it's something else that stops me at the train tracks. Detour, drop off what's left of this Dodge, and then go drop off some other parts and go look at the Suburban. Well, there it is in all its glory.
Destination is on the left.
First look at what might be this year's Christmas Suburban, and see if we can make a deal. This one's actually a Vortec, not TBI. What year was this again? I guess it was later 90s. All right, end up making the deal on the Suburban. It's paid full price. It's still worth it. Get it on the trailer, and then I gotta go unload it and then drop it off and then go to the next destination. Got it loaded. Of course, he had to tell me about a square body K20 he's got for sale also. Looks like I'm gonna be coming back to buy another truck. So I gotta drop this off here and then head on out to drop off that fender and bumper and some other pieces, and then I gotta run out an hour away and pick up snowplow stuff, and then look at another truck on the way in if the guy ever gets back to me, and if he doesn't, that's okay. All right, just dropped off a bunch of parts so that square body can get fixed up. Now we're gonna go pick up plow stuff. Now there's a big truck. Made it here, picked up the plow stuff. It's off of Ford, a lot of the plow bracketry and stuff. And most importantly, wiring and everything, lights, all stuff I can use for Meyer stuff. And another E47 pump, so can't beat the deal. Now, head back. I'm gonna look at this truck next on the way home. It was just a little too rough for what's there. The parts that I need for some of my trucks are the parts that this just doesn't quite have. So went ahead and passed on it for now. Proof that I am leaving some square bodies to other people. There's lots of good parts on this truck for someone else that need some of these parts and pieces. Just unfortunately not quite the parts and pieces that I need for the K30s. Of course, picking up this truck would have made like a perfect conclusion to my plans being 100% accurate, working out exactly how I planned them, just like the A-Team when a plan comes together. So of course I canceled on buying this last truck, so my plans technically didn't come together, and I changed the plans and did not have a truck on the trailer on my way back. Well, I was almost going to drop everything and go after this, but after a little zoom in investigation, I'm pretty sure that is not a Dana 60 hub. It looks like a Spicer Dana 44 hub based on the diameter of it in comparison to this light. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming also that looks like a 20. Anyways, I'm going to stick to what I got. I'm going to load the Suburban back on the trailer and bring that the rest of the way fully home. And if this is still available when I have a little bit more money built up and it's not sold yet, it may still be worth going and getting. Stopped and picked up the Suburban from my mom's. Gonna bring it home with me. But first we got one more thing to go drop off. Met up with Zeke, dropped off the lift kit. Now I can head home. Definitely not looking like it's gonna be a white Christmas, and it's definitely not a white Suburban Christmas either. So what is this here's Christmas Suburban? It is a 1996 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive. It has a Vortec 350 in it, 4L ADE, or at least it should be. I haven't really looked yet, but pretty sure that's what that is. I'm assuming it's a 241C transfer case, semi-floater, 14-bolt rear. Only the big block Suburbans came with the full floaters in these years, from my understanding. This was, I guess, a county or work rig, ordered with manual windows, your basic options, basic interior, nothing cloth, regular floor mats instead of carpet. Typical late 90s Chevy truck door handles broke off, so you got to roll down the window to get out. It's only got 170,000 miles on it. It's not that bad. For some reason I was thinking it was more. It might have been another Suburban ad that I was thinking of. Looked at a bunch of them. Not physically looked at a bunch of them. This is the first one I physically went and looked at. Looked at a bunch of ads and different descriptions of other Suburbans that didn't pan out, or they were too expensive, or they sold. And this one, I think I'm the one that bought this because there's too many other people that flaked out on it that were in line in front of me, or just didn't seem serious. So I've been actually talking to the guy on this for about a week, and it didn't sound likely that I was going to get it, but ended up getting it. It is a barn door Suburban. Store works. He said the other one does work. His father, who actually was selling this, had this for years, and I guess he has the trick to doing it, but he's getting up there in years and is going through chemotherapy from cancer, so they're moved into town and got rid of, or selling off, a lot of his personal vehicles they're not going to use anymore. Overall, the body's not bad. I mean, a few dents and dings, nothing too major. Tires are fair. That is rusted out. I don't see any other rust really in the body. Let's crawl underneath and find something hidden. But it is your basic plain model. Did not come with a headlight here. Did come with a new battery. Said it has your typical issues like does leak some transmission fluid when it, especially if it sits for a while. So keep an eye on transmission fluid level and of course the oil. But get this unloaded, take it for a spin, and yeah, I think the color of this, I mean, it's not a white Suburban. We kind of may or may not have a white Christmas, but the color of this somewhat resembles the color of the ground in the driveway right now because all the snow is melting. And get this unloaded off the trailer. Wipers work, that's a plus. I closed my door, which means I'm stuck in here until I roll down the window. So generally I go on a mission with the Suburban of every year's new Christmas Suburban to find my Christmas tree, which is, I don't know, kind of tradition, but I don't do it every year consistently. Well, this year I just backed into this tree that fell over last week. Sure, that'll do. There's a Christmas tree. Well, we've concluded the go and stop test. It does both. Approved. And appears the heater works. Plus. Now to figure out what we're doing for this Christmas get-together this year. What color this is anyways. Interior is a little dirty. Needs to be cleaned. We got this nice glove box here. Let's see if we can look up one of these codes for the color. It's U228A, light autumn wood. Well, there you have it. I'm probably the only one to ever quote, "I'm dreaming of a light autumn wood Christmas." Now that we have the 2025 Big Trucks Low Bucks Christmas Suburban, I've got to get last year's 2024 Christmas Suburban fixed. That was the one I bought, which just needed an engine, and then took me forever to last us from like March to December of last year to finally finish hooking up everything on the engine. The engine was physically put in like within a month or two of getting it. Didn't finish hooking everything up, got it running, and then driving in quotes, because the 700R4 in it was not upshifting, and pretty much found out it just probably did not have any gears beyond first and reverse left. Ended up buying this parts donor truck, ended up putting the turbo 400 208 from this in place of the 700R4 208, and now we've got front end steering slop that is developed now that I can actually hit more than one gear. Turns out there's a few things wrong with the front end. Steering ends center pin and the leaf spring bolt, which means I gotta unbolt the whole front end to replace that leaf spring center pin bolt. And at that point, the pinion bearing or seal and bearing seems to be a little rough. So I think at this point it's going to be easier just to pull this whole front end, which is the same front end, GM 10 bolt, 8 lug, 410 gears. This one's got less used, less wore out steering components, pinion that doesn't leak, and everything's in better shape. So while that's unbolted, I'm just going to switch this front end over. Need to do that soon. Here we are, another Christmas, and I still have barely drove that thing. With first and reverse last year, we were able to drive it on our like Christmas get together, but it stayed on the property and I couldn't even go anywhere else with it. So I should probably get working on this so I can still use and drive that. I've got a couple friends, a couple different friends that are interested in buying that, send it down the road to a good home. But like I said, I gotta fix what's wrong with it first. The parts donor truck giveth. It's given its transmission and transfer case. Now it's front end. All the other body stuff, the nose clip and driver's door and stuff are going to go onto a K30 to fix that one. Use all the parts that we can, put them into other trucks to keep them going and to fuel other people's projects and get their rigs going. And speaking of other people's projects, that means I got to get this rear end out of this parts truck to bring to Jeff, because they've got a C10 that needs a 5-lug rear end, so I got to finish pulling this out and get it brought in my next trip delivered. It means I got to unload this off this trailer. I got to use this trailer anyways this weekend to go pick up. Kind of committed a couple weeks ago to buy one, but I've just not been able to coordinate and meet up with the guy to pick it up yet. And I know some people will be mad. I'm buying all the square bodies. Well, there's at least a dozen or 2 dozen others that I have not bought that I've maybe wanted to buy but have not bought. So guaranteed I'm not buying all the square bodies, but I am buying quite a lot of them. The price just keeps coming down on this one. Might just have to go take a look at it. Unless the wrong time of year for this. Yeah, it's warm enough. Got the last bags of concrete finally poured so I can turn the water off and I don't have bags to sit all winter long. Now, at 3 hours away, I'm about an hour late. I'm gonna try to leave at noon, but it's 1. But got the concrete done. Gonna try to get there before dark. We're gonna look at another Suburban because the price is just, well, the price is right. All right. Another 45 minutes or so and I'll be there. I think I found the place.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
Might be on the right, but the Suburban's on the left. Pretty sure that's got to be it. Alright, had to browse the other sale that's going on too. Ended up buying this little rolling cart shelf, a little wooden shelf, another floor jack, one of the 3-way hitches, chain binder, and a older Craftsman toolbox. Now I'm done Christmas shopping. Gonna load that up and try to get on the road before it's dark. Don't think this one's gonna take. All this corrosion, I think, made a bad connection. Now it's just got really hot and started melting it. Secured to the trailer barely before dark, and now I can head home. So looks like we might still have a white Suburban Christmas. Not much of a white Christmas as far as snow on the ground, but who knows? Things can change in a week. Who knows? That could run or it may not run. We have yet to find out. So we'll take a look at the second Christmas Suburban. Went from almost no Christmas Suburban this year, no new one, no new to me one, to two of them. I've had years with 2, 3, 4 Suburbans before, so I mean it's not uncommon. You can have more than one Suburban, you just can't have like reused Suburbans. I don't know. I'm still making up the rules as I go along. So this one was hit mildly on the passenger side, body damage there. If it wasn't for that, the body wouldn't be all that bad. This side's fairly straight. Another barn door Suburban where this door works. This one has third row seating. Oh, that one also does not work. That tire wouldn't take air at all. This tire took a little air, but it's flat again. Said it's been like 3 years since it ran, but actually hasn't been registered on the road for like 14 years. It's been sitting, possibly. It's another Vortec 350. It's really unknown. I mean, they said training and transfer case were fine when it was parked. You know, ran and worked when parked. But only one way to find out. So, battery not included. Let's see what this oil looks like. I mean, pretty black, but I mean, not, you know, not abnormal. At least there is oil. At least it doesn't look milky either, so I mean, we're low on coolant though. Went and grabbed some other wheels and tires to put on this, so we'll pop these flat ones off. That one's gone completely flat already. Get those on here so we can unload it, roll it off the trailer. They said this thing had no brakes. I mean, pretty close to accurate. There's not much there. I haven't even tried the pedal yet. It's got some brakes. I think this is only the second time he's driven this thing. Head down to pick up this other square body about an hour or so away. Alright, there it is. Pretty sure that one is not gonna hold air. Well, there's no steering column, so I'm gonna have to manually turn the tires on. Tried ratchet strapping the steering to keep this arm from moving so we can keep the steering straight and winch it the rest of the way on. Fight with the steering a little bit, but got it loaded on the trailer, strapped down, and headed home. Well, now that this thing is home, it is raining more, and more of the snow is melting. The ground is definitely turning into looking more like that light autumn wood color that Suburban is over there. Go ahead and get this unloaded and keep prepping for winter. Getting ready for the snow that's not here yet. And also getting ready for our Christmas get-together, which will probably be a muddy Christmas instead of a white snowy Christmas. What happens, I guess, without steering. I'm not gonna hook up that column if the engine's got a blown head gasket. I'm not gonna mess with it. Well, maybe it will be a white Christmas after all. I still have yet to pull that over to the shop or even just work on it and try to get it going. Yesterday stayed up late, fixed a bunch of stuff on that plow truck. Also got a bunch of other stuff done on this white Suburban. Got the front end pulled out, got the leaf spring center pin bolt on this side bolted back up with a brand new bolt center pin, and front end back under it. Should be good to go. Got the spark plugs changed and put the Holley 650 on the step side, since the Proform 750 is, I think, jetted a little too much for this application, especially for a lot of idling around and normal driving, going on trails and stuff. Put the Holley back on. It was fixed again, and it is just boiling fuel out. Immediately flooded everything again. So this 650, it's a little bit small for this engine, but you know, it's going to be fine for now. We got that engine that came with the C10 out and undercover here. I'm going to go through this truck. I've already been going through greasing everything needs to be greased. Got to go finish that, check all the fluids, get this thing ready, got this stuff strapped down, load this on the trailer, run into the big city, drop the axle off, drop the plow truck off at my lots, because I think this is going to be the plow truck I'm going to use there. Got the passenger side fuel filler hose hooked up. This truck loaded. Gonna head into town and drop it off for the lots down there. Can't believe the radio on this thing actually works. Can't fit the trailer through drive-throughs, but I can fit the plow. Time to put fuel in the Christmas Suburban. Looks like I was wrong again. Everything did almost melt off. A little bit left. I'm already significantly increasing the investment in the Suburban. This is a 35-gallon tank. I would say it was pretty close to empty. We're getting our Christmas mystery clue hints, whatever, started. We're going to pick out how many trees? 8 Christmas tree locations. One of them is going to be a Charlie Brown Christmas tree in front of the house to start with. I'm going to use the tree that fell down in the driveway at random when it snowed the last time. So we're going to chop this down and upright the top part of it for our Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Oh no!
You're saying it's what?
It's Soice.
No.
S-O-I-C-E.
That's how that's how you pronounce his name.
Dr. Soice.
You're ruining
Christmas. It wasn't Disney.
Yeah, that was not Disney.
Was it Dr. Soice?
It wasn't Dr. Soice.
No.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! All right, let's. That's a perfect. I mean, it's a little. That's actually a really nice looking tree compared to Charlie Brown's tree, but we'll one up them this year. Here's our Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Want to take a cat home?
No.
Ricky's working on getting the ignition switch and wiring harness off the port steering column to put in the white Suburban so we can try to fire it up. Maybe. All right, now we're going to go ahead and throw these Christmas clues out there with the we'll hop in the Christmas Suburban. We'll also use the Suburban to tow the rest of the tree out of the way. Yeah, that's the white Christmas Suburban for this here,
Yeah.
if we can get it to run. Time to see if this thing will start or even crank over. So that's horrible looking. Little wire wheel action. Oh, we got the flashers are turned on. I wonder if they were broke down the last time they parked this.
It's like a little tickle.
So I don't know if that battery went dead or is too low, but we're just gonna start this one up, put that battery in here so that one can take a charge, and we know for sure this one is obviously charged because it's almost brand new. So that battery starts this. Well, must not be a battery issue, but I guess we know for sure now that That's got a good battery in it. Lights are on.
Yeah.
No one's home. Go ahead, click it some more. Everything's happening. I might have bought a lemon. Did a test on power, and we are getting power to the terminal on the starter, so the starter should be engaging, but obviously the starter is so corroded or wore out or something that needs another starter, so I might have to try another one.
Do what?
The replacement starter goes right in, almost like it installs itself. It's that easy.
Yeah, I had to go warm my hands up. Thought my hands were numb.
New battery, new starter. Starter's new enough that it's been installed on a different truck enough to know that it works. So not really new, but new. Well, it turns over, but I don't think we're getting fuel. So let's test power here at the relay. If we are indeed getting power, and try to jump the pins on the fuel pump relay circuit. See if the fuel pump kicks on. It's not the fuel pump. It's phone.
I heard vibrating.
I heard.
It's like that's quick. I only touched one corner. Nope.
Just sparks.
Yeah.
Do it again. So this thing came with a camera, and we're finally got it turned on, trying to figure out. I guess it's like a backup. Oh, no, there's it. Where's the other? The other one's pointing. Oh, that is from this. Yeah. Okay. We've also learned that this Suburban will not let passengers out from the inside. Like every door.
I got kidnapped.
Every door, literally, and mine's broken completely. The other one, what's weird is the other ones were working earlier. Now none of them work. So everyone's got to roll their window down to get out.
Child safety lock on everybody.
But like you said, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Here in the barn, we're gonna put up Santa and Rudolph and a couple clues here for the first. Well, actually, this will be the third stop. And since it's either gonna snow/rain tomorrow, we're gonna try to put things under cover. Think about just hanging them in here. Don't know how this is gonna work out. But you gotta come in here, read the clue, and then pick from your three choices. And then the correct choice will lead you as a clue to your next stop. This year I want to use this option as a way to drive to the Cadillacs, but we gotta maybe do a little bit of branch trimming, clearing. We go through here and we'll just trim these branches back, and hopefully we'll be able to just drive right through here and up to the Cadillacs. Yeah, clearing a little better trail through there, got a little corner to make.
Technically made it. That's too rotten. Yeah.
It's kind of nice to have this little camera to look behind and see the car we're pulling. Taking out more trees by the shop to make it open, so time to go get some more little tiny logs.
Oh, lost the tree.
Cut the tip off for their Christmas tree off of the full-size trees. Is the star a candle holder?
Right? Nice.
That was perfect.
Well, that's how you pick it up.
John got all the trees fell, so now we got more of a little bit of a line into the shop main door. I lost a section of tree last time. I did that earlier. I was able to hook it with the load after that. So I'm going to try to do the same thing if I can. See if we can snag onto this with this tree and drag it all out there without having to come back for it. Last tree is leaning too much that direction, so I'm just gonna do a controlled pushover with the loader. So Emily went and printed out in color and laminated a bunch of stuff, so now these are somewhat weatherproof compared to before, so we can put these out and they won't get destroyed overnight. We're trying to set up the laminate, like I don't understand how many of these what do we call these again, the prickly, the whatever, literally they're like all over.
I didn't
somehow.
touch anything. Or fall.
Were they on this bush or something?
It must have been on all of that. Like the last, I got the last of them.
Oh, this. You walked through this.
There it is. I walked out on that. No, you made her in good clothes. I'm in the sticky clothes.
That's the type of stuff that they stick to there. Getting the yogi tree set up next to the Grinch, next to the spider. Okay, at least I think we're done for tonight as far as we can go. That's it?
That's the one that she wanted.
That's a branch. It's not even the top of the tree.
He's making fun of your tree.
Why?
It's a branch.
What happened to your back window?
I took a log home.
Are those tree nuts? According to the squirrels?
Tree nuts.
Well, the Grinch is stealing Ann's tree.
It's got a light out. I'm taking it back to the shop to fix it.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to bring it back.
Okay. As long as it's back before the time they come back, which will be after New Year's. We're rehoming and repurposing this Christmas tree twice in 2 days.
On Christmas. Oh, so
Can't one of them just move the date?
they also scheduled it for on Christmas. So that, yeah, this is a happy, it looks, I don't know.
We need an access hole for a fuel pump. Oh, look, fuel pump.
You gotta pull it closer to the shop to where you can be closer to the tools. So now I'll unhook the strap here and what? Pushed it out of the rain, the Christmas rain, and tested power back to the pump. So we do know the pump is bad. Oh. So I mean it tries to fire with gas down the throttle body. Okay. Well, it starts. Alright. Old gas, we can smell it. Get the old fuel pump sending unit out. Put this generic replacement cheapo one in there after we drain the fuel out. Loaded or like coming apart. Got the fuel pumpulator 6000 pumping fuel out of the tank and get that drained. Not so nice looking fuel. Pretty obvious now that this is not going to fit through that hole. I've already tried. Not going to work. Well, that was dumb of me. I actually paid attention again to what I bought here. And it is a 97 Suburban. Not a 98 because, well, there was a 98 truck that I was looking at and another 98s, a couple other 98, 99 Suburbans. Got them mixed up in my head. Sometimes you really ought to pay attention to the paperwork on something. Actually, I should pay attention to the paperwork on something. It's like I bought this Blazer. It's an 83 or an 84. Like, I should know. I get a little mixed up with some of the ones that I just recently got. Well, this is a... Actually, I'm going to have to go look at the title again because now I don't remember. I can verify it's 83 or 84 based on the grill. As bad as my memory is, certain things I can remember. No idea what Jeremy's driving now. We made it to the end of the driveway and it's about the end of that. Now I got both headlights on this on a rainy Christmas day. I'm hooked to the trailer and we're gonna go pick up a car. Just turned 171,000. Tow the trailer here empty, fine. Now let's see how it'll do loaded. Almost don't need the ramps. Passenger front was locked up, just got it to break loose. Passenger rear is still locked up. Loaded, strapped down, and ready to go. Rainbows on Christmas Day. Well, that's it for this Christmas day. Merry Christmas again.